Hello people, here's a quick review of the Oura ring. This is the Oura ring. It's the size 8 Oura ring. I have a little cover on it. I have the silver one, but I put this little cover on it to keep it from getting scratched because I read reviews, right, that said, if I can get it back on here. Good? Okay. I read reviews that said that it gets scratched up. And I find that strange that it would get scratched up since it's supposed to be titanium. And does titanium get scratched that easily? I guess it does. But I didn't want mine to get all scratched up, so I put this this cover I found on Amazon. It fits really good. It's not the silicone covers, because the silicone covers I heard fall off real easy and they don't fit good. But this one is like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like some kind of plastic. And I know it's bad to wear plastic. It's some kind of like medical plastic, but it's harder and it fits really tight on the ring and never comes off. Except for like one time it came off when I put lotion on my hands and I forgot I had the ring off. And then the little cover kind of slipped off. So that's the only time. But, you know, I washed it, put it back on. It has the little hole in the back, so you have that thing on the back where you're supposed to keep it on your finger. This part's supposed to be in the back of your finger. But anyway, here's my review of the Oura ring. So I've had this Oura ring for a while. I only use it really to track when I sleep because I was curious about my sleep. And I got some things answered, you know. It says I breathe normal. I was wondering if I had sleep apnea because I wake up a lot. But sometimes, not always, but sometimes I wake up a lot during the night. But I think it has more to do with my neighbors being really loud. But anyway, I found out that I breathe perfectly during the night, so I don't have sleep apnea, so I'm happy about that. And I get the same amount of deep sleep every night, regardless of how much I sleep. Like if I sleep 5 hours, 4 hours, or 8 or 9 hours, the same, like around an hour or so deep sleep. I thought it was funny that like when I sleep less, I actually have more deep sleep. And I was like, oh, so maybe I don't need to sleep so long? I don't know, because I still manage to get deep sleep, the same amount roughly. And the only time I get more deep sleep is if I sleep less than usual. So I'm not sure exactly if this ring is correct, by the way. Because one time I woke up, okay, and it said I had an hour of deep sleep. But I decided to go back to sleep and get some more sleep. And when I woke up and checked again, it increased my deep sleep, but it showed it increased before I went back to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like the numbers changed from earlier on. So is it just saying, you know, is it just it's always putting my deep sleep right after I fall asleep is when I tend to get the deep sleep. And then the rest of the night is like light sleep and REM. But most of my deep sleep is in the beginning of the night. I don't know if the ring is just calculating that or if that's really what's happening. Because I kind of feel like the ring is just telling me something that's not true. Just because, you know, I woke up and it said I had an hour of deep sleep earlier in the night. I went back to sleep and I checked it again and it said I had more deep sleep earlier in the night. So how did that happen? Is it just adding on the deeper sleep to earlier? Like, because I thought this was going to be like actual facts. And I don't know how true it is. I don't know. This is my first time. Well, I had a Fitbit once, and I had it for like a month, and I like decided it was like ridiculous and sent it back. But because I was just trying to track my sleep, and it kind of told me the same thing, that like I noticed that if I didn't have caffeine or if I had caffeine, it really didn't matter. My sleep was like, basically I got the same amount of deep sleep. For some reason, I'm really concerned about deep sleep more than anything else. The REM sleep, I did notice that it was right about my REM, because I'll remember the dream if I wake up out of REM, but if I go into light sleep and then wake up, I won't remember the dream. So I noticed that was accurate, because whenever I remembered the dream, I checked and it showed that I woke up during the dream. So, but why is the deep sleep number off? I was so confused. But maybe that's, I don't know how it calculates that. I thought it would be like in real time. I don't know why. I don't know if they're adding, like, I don't know what's going on. But I don't have another one to compare with. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to get to compare with. Because, okay, so I heard Ultra Human was good, but then I look and it says Ultra Human was sued by Oura Ring, and they're going to stop selling Ultra Human in a few months because they lost the lawsuit. So why, I don't know if I should get, I don't think I'm going to get the Ultra Human. I'll just stick with the Oura Ring. And I think there's another, the Muse, that tracks your sleep or whatever, your sleep patterns. So that might be one I'll get in the future, but for now, I'll just use this. I like this because I don't feel it. Like the Fitbit was on my wrist, and for some reason, when something's on my wrist, I can't sleep well. Like it keeps waking me up. But this, I forget this is on. I don't feel it. It's not giving me weird vibes or anything like the Fitbit thing did. I just have this on my finger, and I don't even think about it really. It does flash lights, and if it doesn't flash lights, I get like, I wonder if it's working. But it does flash lights, and that kind of tells me that it's working. I don't know. But yeah, I like it so far. I don't really use it as a fitness tracker in the day, but I might start doing that. But I heard it doesn't do good with those results, so I don't know. Yeah. So I like this, but I'm not sure how accurate it is. I would have to compare it with something else, and I would suggest trying it out, because I did learn, how to improve my sleep. Like, I changed some things, and my sleep is getting better, so I'm trying to like really perfect my sleeping habits. And this does help. It tells you when you should go to bed. It tells you the best time for you to be sleeping or whatever. And I found that it really did help me like understand my sleeping patterns and what I should and shouldn't do. Like I can tell, like if I stay up too late, like my sleep score is terrible, and I can tell by like not eating before bed, but my sleep is definitely better. When I exercise during the day, sometimes it's better and sometimes it's not. So I have to do some more research to see about that. But that's all I have right now. And let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.